you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Looking well.
All right. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather right now, so I'm sorry if my voice. But
I will try and cheer you up with my pitch.
no problem. Yeah. So welcome to Pitch Investors Live. Where coming from?
I'm Hull in the UK,
Cool.
which is a small town, but we're known for having a big bridge,
Okay.
which is good.
Nice.
A big grey bridge. So if you ever
All
think
right.
of Hull, you can think of that. And obviously, we say it's never dull in Hull.
Awesome. Very cool. So very cool. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And you're over in Europe, so which is pretty cool. We're here together, and not, but there's also an audience watching us potentially both on the app and on social media. So not just talking to me, but talking to everyone else out there at the same time. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
yeah.
Hello, audience.
So love to hear. Love to hear what you got going on.
Yeah, so basically, I'm the inventor and designer and owner of Ehlp, the app, which stands for Ehlp. And the reason why we say Ehlp is because in Hull we drop the H in our accent. So basically, when we say help, we say Ehlp. So obviously, I realised that and I put that together. So that basically knits it up to the local environment, with our town. So then I thought, right, what does Ehlp stand for? So then I thought, well, it can be Electrical Helpline Professionals, which is what the app does. Is it gives you the ability to FaceTime a trade. So it's going to start off with electricians and end up with various trades, so plumbers, plasterers, everybody really. And basically, what it does is from there is obviously you can pick up the phone. There's a list of trades for your local area. And then you can decide what you want. So say you want an electrician, you press electrician or electrical services, and then it brings up the electrical companies, which then obviously you either go from 1-star to 5-star reviews from previous jobs. So then they say, somebody's there with 5 stars, I recognise the name, I quite like them. So then what that does is gives you the ability to FaceTime them as electrical company, and then they can see the job in hand. So basically, it saves them time and money, and obviously it saves the environment, which is what the main thing about it is obviously being able to FaceTime a job. You can realise what you need to realise from that one phone call. So basically, if it's a standard fault which you can fix over the phone, basically then you can walk them through it. And then once you get to the end of it, it gives you like a correlation of what's happening. So basically, if the customer says yes, they fix the app. They click yes on their side, and then the tradesman clicks yes on their side. So it says, did you help with the problem? Yes or no. So obviously, if they both match with this correct yes, then they get charged for the phone call in hand, which is obviously £1 a minute, which is what they need. But if they don't, and it's more of a quotation, then it goes to a quotation button, which then you don't have to pay for the phone call. It's then free. And then obviously they know 100% what they're going to before they've obviously said they need to come out to the job. So they know what they need before they come. And then they can get that ready and then go to the job in hand. So obviously it saves them time, saves people money, and it saves the environment. So there's the 3 key things that it does for people. And obviously it's £1 a minute charged on the back end side. So 60p of that goes to the tradesman. So basically what happens is they pay £5, the tradesman on their side, for 12 hours. So that's a day in effect. So they go on that for a day for 12 hours. So basically in that 12 hours, you could take so many phone calls. But if one of them phone calls is a fixed phone call, then they get 60p of that £1 a minute. So say if it's 20 minutes, it's £20. So £16 they get. So then we as Ehlp, the company, would get £4. So that pays for itself on that side. But obviously it pays Ehlp as well because they've paid $4.99 for the 12 hours to go onto the app. And then we go from there. So basically, what I've realised is that it's advertising for the companies. People are finding it easier because they've got all the electricians for the local area on the app. So they basically upload the app in probably it takes 10 to 30 seconds. to upload it, type in their information, where they are. So then basically choose the company that they think, because people are naturally wanted to go to one company, aren't they? Then they just say, oh, right, I like that company. That shows that they're online, so I can ring them. And they just ring them directly. And obviously they either walk them through the problem that they've got, which obviously if they help and fix the problem, then they have to pay for it. But if they don't, and it's more of a quotation call, then they automatically look at it. And then obviously they know what they're going to. So then they can get to the gears, and then they can give them a price really around about, and then obviously go out to it. Which then it saves it, because half the battle is we go to jobs and we don't actually know what they want, because they say one thing and then you get there and it means another.
Right.
So they'll say to us, oh, this light switch isn't working or something like that. And then when you get there, it's something totally different. It might be a socket, but they might call it a light switch. So obviously they can just say, oh, this is the trouble. Either basically if they ring up, we can say, oh, this socket's smashed, or so you pretty much know what it is, and you can screenshot what you need to when you're there. So you can see what it is, screenshot it, and then you know what you're looking for when you go to the wholesalers, whatever, get the parts, and then you go. So that is pretty much it on that side of it. So, which is, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What else would you like to know?
So what if someone does one of those FaceTime calls and they click no, right? Even though they did get help. Is there something to prevent that?
There's a certain amount of trust in it with that one, but obviously it'll build up over time. Generally going to do, because obviously everyone's got good karma or whatever, but not everyone has. Do you know what I mean? Because they could literally turn around and say no. But
so why not just charge them regardless?
Well, I basically could do, but I just thought that is quite a natural way to do it in that respect. But yeah, I could charge them from the off, because basically now I've put an update in to obviously charge it on the quotation side, because it's £1 a minute at the moment. But obviously what's stopping it from coming to market, there's only a few people per week that use it. But they said that what's stopping them is the initial payment. You know, when you first come into it, it's obviously you're tracking it through the app. And what's stopping them is obviously the initial payment, because obviously they've never worked with the company they can see. It's a bit like, do you know what I mean? But I'm giving them that chance, because what I've done is I've made it free on their end until the point that they fix it. And obviously that'll work well in regards to certain stuff. Do you know what I mean? But obviously that is just more of a trust thing on that side of it. But I could make it so it charges for everything. But obviously I want to build up the rapport until I can get to the point of that. Or do you know what I mean? Do you know, get to a point where people trust it. It's a recognised name, Ehlp. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I see it as the future, because I just see it as you have people with a new building, and you have an iPad in the wall or something like that, or your phone. So basically people will pay a premium to have Ehlp look after their property. So then if there's a problem, people can just press the app, and it obviously calls the electrician that's needed. So basically on that app, it'll just load up that property maintenance side of it. So then they can just get hold of it. So then the property maintenance company just pay a premium to be on there. It's obviously working it out as I go on, you know. So people are happy and they recognise it, because obviously I believe in it, because it's Ehlp. It's once you hear it, you never forget it.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. It's a very cool concept. So is anyone doing anything like that? Because I mean, obviously there's, marketplaces out there to connect people with, electricians or home improvement or just, handyman, whatever, depending on what you need. Is there anything that brings this video aspect into it?
No, that's the thing. At the moment, basically, I'm a member of My Builder, which is a platform that we use to find trades. But the problem with My Builder is people will write one thing, but they don't actually mean what they've said. So you'll get there and it's a totally different job, and you're like, all right, this could have been a lot easier.
Right.
Because obviously you could see, you disappeared. You could see...
you can't see me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see me?
No, I can't see you. No.
I can see you.
Oh,
Yeah, they could
hi.
probably see me out there. Okay, so I got you. I got you. So, do you have any intellectual property behind that? Any patents or anything behind the video system?
No, basically, I couldn't patent that side of it because it uses a platform called Swingo, which is obviously that's it. But obviously, I've got the trademark and everything else with the app and what it does. So, which is the key thing, obviously the design,
Yeah.
right? Because obviously the name's short and sweet. It's pretty much like PayPal. You know, once you hear it, you never really forget it. But like I say, I called it Electrical Helpline Professionals to start off with, but it can be every helpline professional or engineering helpline
Mm-hmm.
professional. It can be
Mm-hmm.
either or. Do you know, it's quite a good name. It's well thought out of. Do you know,
Right.
because I spent numerous hours in my bedroom back engineering what I needed it to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I basically did, and I've
Cool.
pretty much it's. I don't know if you've had a look at the app, but it's very
I
professional
haven't.
for what I envisioned. You know, because I look at a lot of apps and people don't really try, but I designed all the logo by myself. I
Mm-hmm.
did it all. You know, I did all the screens, what I wanted it to do. Basically, yeah, I did all the artwork. I did all the trademark myself. I've got all that, the copies of that, because what I realised is to get a solicitor in to give me the advice, they were going to charge me a lot of money. So basically, what I did is I spent 12 hours in my bedroom figuring out how to do this, and that's what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So I've built this all myself. There's only me that's
Mm-hmm.
designed this and done it. So
And you built the app yourself also?
no, I've got a team in India that helped me out
Okay.
to build it. So they did obviously all the software side of it.
Right. Right.
I figured out.
So where are you at with the business right now? Have you launched it?
Yes, I've launched it. Yeah, yeah. So basically, I've launched it. I've got a few users, but like I say, when I went back to them, that's what was stopping them. Do you know, they said, yeah, I'd use it, but I was a bit reluctant, you know, to start off with. And I was like, well, okay then. So what I did was I spent the last 4 or 5 months looking at it to see if I could get it to be free on their end. So basically, my builder that I'm a part of, it charges us between £5 and £25 per job.
Mm-hmm.
But you might not necessarily win that job. So that's a lot of money. So say if they put on it needs rewiring, people can put what they want. So they say it needs rewiring. So then obviously we might pay £25 for that lead, but we'll never get it. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll have 4 people that have got that lead. So they'll make £75.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously
Gotcha.
this way, you're only paying a fiver. All right, you might lose the lead, but it's £5, and it's a lot better
Mm-hmm.
than obviously £25, and you might still not win it. So
Right. So how many users do you have right now?
I've only got about 150, but I haven't put any marketing in it or
Do you have
anything like
trade
that.
professionals? Do you have trade professionals on it now also?
Yeah, so basically as well, the platform is designed to govern apprentices. So other electricians, apprentices, trainers, it's giving advice to them, but we recognise them because we're part of a governing body of the JIB. So basically, we have to show a card to say we're a member of that. So that's how we recognise an electrician. So if somebody rings in on that, we know that they're an electrician because they show us the
Yeah.
card. So that's how we get around that, you see. And obviously, with people that don't realise what they're doing, so because I'm electrical commissioning engineer, electrical engineer, so I basically can commission instrumentation, everything. So I can fix items, whatever. So people can ring me for advice because this is where the app comes from because I'm well versed in what I do. I don't know obviously how many other people there are, but I specify that there's probably individuals that are good at certain stuff. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
do you know, simple standard faults that you get every day. alarms, they might know the engineering code, so they can reset it and tell you what is wrong with it before obviously they come out. But obviously that side of it, if they spend 20, 25 minutes on it, it's a good 16 quid, and they've not really left their house. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in that respect, I believe in it. But
so how much money have you put into it so far?
I've put about 27,000 into it.
Mm-hmm. And what are you looking to raise?
I'm looking to raise 75,000, but what I'm thinking as, because that includes the payment of 27,000, I'm willing to lose that and go for 50,000 to get it off the floor, because basically what I'm looking for is to set it up in one area to prove it, it works in that one area and get the platform off it, and then expand it to different areas. So that, as you go along, so obviously people use it and then keep it going. Because obviously if you can launch it in the UK by all means, like everywhere, but it might cost a lot of money, to market at. But there's some good people in this world that know how to market things correctly.
So what do you need 50K for?
So basically the 50K is for marketing, setting up training centre. So basically it's the vetting. So I've got people that will vet the professionals, companies, to see if they're doing it correctly, and obviously check their qualifications, their business acumen, and stuff like that. So basically, it's to use that to get it off the floor and train people how to use it.
Right.
See how they are on video and just certain stuff like that to make sure they're well presented. And
so what are your revenue projections in year one?
Well, basically, it starts off with a deficit of 70,000, and that goes all the way up to make a profit in the 12th month of 22,000. And then over the 3 to 5 years, it's predicted to earn about 3 to 5 million. Obviously, expanding the professionals and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's based on 16 professionals that in the first 12 months. So obviously, I can expand that or whatever.
Now, is this only projected for the UK, or because you're thinking very small right now?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah. But obviously, I've designed and built it on that aspect. But I know this can be pushed out to the full world.
Yeah, because I mean we've been involved in many different business launches like this, app launches.
Yeah,
50K is not nearly enough.
No. Well, obviously we've got the digital marketing side of it, but that's.
I mean, you could spend 50. You could go through 50K very quickly.
Yeah,
just for marketing.
Yeah. So, like I say, I wanted to think 100,000, but then I have to justify what it is, because with the business plan I've got, I haven't projected for digital marketing. It's all email marketing, and you know what I mean. So obviously with digital marketing, you can say you could spend 50K on it. So, like I say, I think 100K would be reasonable, because you've got 50K. Well, you've got probably 25K setting it up, 75 grand for marketing. And like I say, I'm not expecting the money that I've spent on it already. That's fine. I'm willing to lose that. And
well, it's not losing it. You put it into your business. What's So do you have a team, or is it just you?
No, it's just me. It's honestly, it's just me. It's like, you won't believe it.
So how are you gonna hire a team?
Well, obviously, I'm a member of C4DI, which is a digital marketing centre in Hull, and obviously, there's a lot of good people in there. And
you need a team. You need a good team around you. You can't do everything.
No. Well, I don't expect to. That's why I'm looking for obviously somebody that can point me in the right direction. That's obviously investor, and they have a team themselves, and then they can use it wisely.
Right.
So obviously, I can do most things, but the marketing side of it, I've had a look at it, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, gotcha. So I think it's a cool concept. I do. I think you got to figure out more about the business and the business planning and modeling it out.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you're kind of ready to go, but not sure you necessarily know what you're getting yourself into, right?
Yeah.
This is it's a great idea, great concept. It'll take a lot of work, a lot of effort. You need a good team, you need a good plan, good marketing. That's going to all cost way more than $50,000, more than $100,000. So what I'd like to see is your business plan.
Yeah, of course.
I'd like to see your projections.
Yeah.
And the cash flow projections also.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll go from there. That's what I like to see right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. What separates a cool idea from a successful business is
correct.
The action and the way you implement. So
yeah.
I think you need to figure that out a little bit, but I'd love to learn more.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, like I say, I believe in it, and it's one of them things that I spent a lot of time inventing, ironing out. But obviously, the business.
I mean, I'd use this. This is definitely something I would use. Absolutely.
Because it can literally go to anything. It's literally because I've had a few jobs where I've literally isolated it down to the boiler. That's the problem. And I've managed to get their electricity on at 9:30 at night. And they're like, this is amazing. I can't believe you've actually done this. And I've got the electricity on. And then they've cut me out and could ring the plumber directly.
Right.
So basically, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because there was something. I'm blanking on what it is, but there was something going on with my house, and I was talking to someone, and I was explaining him the issue, and obviously, just like you said, the guy gets here, and it's like completely different than what I explained, right? And it's like I don't know, right? I don't know what the deal is. I don't know all the components, and I forget what it was. But he wasn't as prepared because I told him the wrong thing.
Well, that's exactly where this idea comes from.
Yeah,
because people don't know what they see. So, but obviously, if you show it to a tradesperson, they know exactly what they're looking at.
Yeah,
they can tell you what they need, and they can tell the style of the socket. They can see what light it is. You can show them the light and say, "Can I fit this?" And then you can look at it for what it is.
Right. So yeah, cool. So I think it's a great idea. What I like to look more into is if you have it set up to be a successful business. So, so send me that stuff. You ready to take my email down? You can email it to me.
Yeah. Hang on a second. This is the most difficult bit: finding a pen.
That's pretty easy.
Right.
Here, I'll just put it in the. I'll put it in the chat here. You see the chat?
Sorry, I've only got my stylus pen. I can't write with my stylus pen.
Do you see the chat here? Oh wait, it's not. Chat's not working. I don't know why.
Have you got a pen? Sorry.
All right, it's Brian, Brian. What's your email? I'll email you.
It's info@ehlp.
Wait, what?
It's info, so INFO.
Yeah.
At EHLP.
EHLP.
Yeah. .co.uk.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll email you right now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I will go back to see what the projections are for digital marketing. Oh, you're gone.
Sorry. I didn't realize that leaving the app would stop that. All right, sorry. Go
ahead. So I'll go back and have a look at the digital marketing aspect of it to see what the cost projections are for it.
Cool.
And then obviously we'll go from there, because obviously that's not my forte, is the marketing side of it, because people tell you one thing, and it's like, I suppose it's like getting a job quote. Marketing, they can tell you one thing and then say this is what it's projected at.
Right.
So obviously, if I can find somebody that's good and obviously don't charge a fortune for that, but that might not be the case. It's one of those, isn't it?
All right, man. So I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on Pitch Investors Live. I'll shoot you an email right now.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, you too. Thank you.
See you later, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.